How long of a trade school you got to do to get into this? Well, let's go ask everyone. Andy, Andy. Hey, buddy, what kind of schooling did you have to do this job?
Zero.
Zero. Okay. And I mean, I don't even know how many unassisted engines do you think you have under your belt at this point?
16.
It's a lot. And the thing you guys need to know about this guy right here, first of all, we've known each other since I was 5, but this guy is the most unlucky guy here because it doesn't matter what comes through the door, he has to do it. He's from DD15s, the Packard's, the Cummins, Cat. He's the only guy here that doesn't semi-specialize in an engine. So in some regards, he's like, he does them all. So let's go meet another. Lynan, hey, what kind of school did you go to do this job?
No school.
No school. Okay. How many engines do you think you have unassisted under your belt? I mean, how many?
100?
You have way more than 100. Come on, that's ridiculous. Timmy's got 100, guaranteed.
Right.
It's got to be closer to 200 at this point. It's got to be. You've done so many.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere right there.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. And a little backstory there. My first engine I ever blew up in my own truck, Chris and I built it together, and the subsequent next probably 20 engines that we rebuilt, we did them all together, him and I. And then we started getting a lot more engines, and we started to have to do engines by ourselves, but we learned together. So really neat deal there. That guy's been with me since I was 21 years old, and I'm just about to have my 46th birthday. So party on! Let's go meet some more people. Brian, buddy, what kind of schooling did you have to do this job? Like, you got a degree and from anywhere, mechanic, anything?
Street school.
Street school. This gentleman actually owns a truck, or you actually own more than one, don't you?
We own 4 trucks.
Yeah, him and his brother own 4 trucks together. So I mean, they know what they're doing. They know their way around the truck for sure. And you haven't done any unassisted builds here yet, right? But you've been inside of a lot of engines, a heck of a lot of engines.
I can take them all apart.
Yeah.
Put them back together.
So he's coming up. We're developing him. These guys start out learning how to do main bearings and stuff like that. That's where we start. And let's go meet somebody else though. Smiley, come here, buddy. Hey, what kind of schooling do you have for this job?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No school.
You probably didn't even finish high school, huh? I mean, who cares? I'm kidding. I don't know if you did or not. But how many unassisted engines do you have here?
About 10.
About 10. Right on. And then how did you get to the point where you were rebuilding engines by yourself?
Well, you had me tear down about almost 50. Pretty much.
I can't hear you, man.
You had me tear down like 50.
About 50?
Yeah, about 50.
You tore down a lot of engines, that's for sure. And then you started out doing main bearings for me in the outer frames. Right. And so you did a lot of overheads, stuff like that. And then it's culminated in doing them himself. So obviously, yours aren't 100% unassisted. They're still being supervised. Lightning comes by and checks, which is Chris. I come by and check, but Smiley don't need much watching, that's for sure. What? Well, anyway, hey, buddy, what kind of schooling did you get to do the job you're doing here?
I'm schooling just work on my personal truck and everything.
Yeah, you own trucks of your own, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So he has his own trucks, and have you rebuilt any engines here?
I did rebuild one as of right now,
Assisted, right on. So you got one. How'd you get to the point where we're letting you rebuild an engine?
Tearing them down.
Tearing them down? What are you doing right now?
Tearing one up.
Tearing one down. Yep. All right, thank you, buddy.
All right.
And there is one other guy that works here, that's been here for 3 years. He actually works with me personally. He's like my personal guy all the time. He's just not here today. He wasn't in the video I made right before this one either, but he came up the same way here. He had no formal education in mechanics at all, and he just learned by tearing them down and listening to the things that we take the time with all of these guys to focus in on what they're doing and learn from everything that they're doing so they can progress super quickly.